Start. मंगलाचरण पेज 7. सर्ग स्थिति प्रलय हेतुम अचिंत्य शक्तिम विश्वेश्वरम विदित विश्वम अनंत मूर्तिम निर्मुक्त बंधनम
निर्मुक्तबन्धनम्
अपार सुकाम्बुराशिम श्रीवल्लभम विमल बोधगण नमामि. श्लोक 2. यस्य प्रसादात् अहमेव विष्णु मयेव सर्वं परिकल्पितं च इत्थं विजानामि सदात्मरूपं तस्सङ्घ्रि पद्मं प्रणतोऽसि नित्यम्. Vakya Vritti, verse 18 onwards we'll chant. Dehendriyadayo bhava deyodayo bhava anadi vyapruti kshama yasya sannidhi matrena sohomityavadharaya. Verse 19. Anapanna vikarasan भयस्कंतवत एव यः बुद्ध्यादीन् चालयेत् प्रत्यक् सोऽहमित्यवधारय. Verse 20. अजडात्मा पदा भान्ति तत्शान्तिद्य जडापिप देहेन्द्रिय मन प्राणः सोऽहमित्यवधारय. Verse 21. अगमन्मे मनो यत्नत्र प्रप्तं च स्थिरीकृतम् एवं यो वेत्ति धीवृत्तं सोऽहमित्यवधारय. स्वप्न जागरिते सुप्ति भावाभावो धियं तथा यो वेत्त्य विक्रिय साक्षात् सोऽहमित्यवधारय. You are welcome to this session of Vakya Vritti. So, you have just completed your Independence Day celebrations with a new vigor and enthusiasm. We will continue Vakya Vritti. Vakya Vritti is not ordinary Vakya. It's a Mahavakya. So that Mahavakya, Sodhana. Sodhana means we do vichar on this, to analyze and come to the conclusion. Now, you know this Mahavakya we have taken, or it's taken is Tattvamasi. And Tattvamasi has got how many words? Somebody reply. Okay.
3 words.
Huh?
3 words.
Okay. What are the 3 words?
Tatatvam asi. I am that.
Say again.
I am that.
I am that. Yes. Tattvam asi. Okay. Now, what we are studying in this so far, what are we doing?
Tatpada.
Tatpada. Who said that?
Pikemadi.
Pikemadi.
The expert.
Narani, you are laughing. Tell me what we are studying now.
The expert said it.
No, you tell me first. You give your comment. Which pada we are doing the analysis now? You. Right? In Tvam-pada, see there are, Tvam-pada itself has 2 meanings. One is your what you call direct meaning, another is the implied meaning. Matlab Vachyartha, Lakshartha. Understand? Vachyartha means, as you say, as you read, that what meaning comes out. When you say Tvam, means you. Okay, that you are. What is in, we can see Mahesh here, so we say Mahesh, you are that. But then that is Vachyartha. What is Lakshartha? What is actually Laksha? That is different. And Lakshartha is the inner meaning of that. That Lakshartha is not what we look at Mahesh here in the physical form, or also the mental emotions or thoughts. No. Lakshartha is the one which is behind all this, that Atma or consciousness. That is the Lakshartha. So far, we have been doing the analysis of the Tvampada Vachyartha. Okay? Now, Vachyartha, we have done so many ways of, we have analyzed. Even in the previous verses, we say that, like the self is changeless, but the body is changing, the mind is changing. So, where there is no change, that is Atma, that is changeless. So, that is I am. And also, he said, like the Atma puts together everything like the magnet. Remember that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Same way, we also saw that Atma, I am not this body mind, I am the Atma, or I am the consciousness. And not only I negated each part of the body, like I am not this hand, I am not the leg, I am not the head, I am not the body. I negated everything, but also I negated the sanghata, the assembly of the parts also. That also I negated. I can give you the example of the car. Each part is separate, and you put together, then only the car. So, but that car is also not I. There is something behind the car, something more subtler behind the car, that is the I. Okay? That we can say car. Okay? Same way, we also saw that. No, this is only, we are coming back, just we are recapitulating what you have done, so that we'll go to the present stanza. So similarly, we also saw that my body, all the parts of the body are ajada. Sorry, jada. It's all insensate. इसमें life नहीं है. So what the life behind this jada is that Atma. I am that Atma. You see what we are, each and every aspect of my entity is being analyzed and negated. We're giving some logic. So this body appears to be conscious, but because of presence of that consciousness, not the body itself is conscious. Even the mind is also not conscious. Even the intellect is not conscious. Because there is some presence of consciousness, it is consciousness or life is there. So this jada body, I am not. We also saw that like the eyes see the objects of the world, but the eye is also jada. So we say that the three levels of seer and the sin. Sin is the drishya, sin is the drashta. So drishya drashta, objects is sin, senses are seer, eyes is the seer, and the flower is the sin. Same way, eyes are the sin, then mind is the seer. Mind sees the eyes, the mind is the seer. When eyes are the sin. And when the mind is the sin, drishya, and the consciousness or atma becomes the drashta. And there is no other seer beyond that. This we saw last time, And I gave you not example, the quotation from Drigdrishya Viveka. Rupam drishyam losanam druk tadrishyam bhaktu draktumanasam drishyadhi vritya sakshi drigeva natu drishyate. That sakshi is the ultimate drashta. There is no more drashta after that. Drashta, you understand, no? Drashta means seer. Okay? One who is illuminating or witnessing. So that is the drashta. So these are the logics that is being used to prove that what you see as the physical or emotional or intellectual equipment, this body, mind, intellect, you are not that. You are somebody else. The drashta, you are the ultimate drashta. You are the ultimate drashta, you are the ultimate consciousness, you are the Jivana Shakti, you are the life force. Okay, so step by step, logic by logic, it is being negated. So you should understand that how we are proceeding. So another level we are coming in verse number 22. Verse number 22. We saw that Swapna jagarito sukti bhava bhavo dhyam tatha yo vetya vikriya sakshat suhamitya vadharaya. Soham iti avadharaya. Soham, that am I. Iti avadharaya. You ascertain that yes, I am that. But to ascertain that, you have to be convinced yourself. Logically, intellectually, you have to be convinced first. So this another logic is coming in this verse. What is the logic? It is called Avastha Traya Viveka. Avastha Traya Viveka. Okay, we'll do systematically. Swapna Jagarito Sukti. Swapna, Jagarita, and Sukti. That is states of waking, dream, and deep sleep. Okay, Sukti is deep sleep. So Sukti, both. Okay, Bhava Bhavo means Bhava means is there, is appearing, and Abhavo is not there. Bhava Bhavo is actually Bhava Abhavo. Okay, bhava bhavo is appearance and disappearance. Then comes bhava bhavo dhiyam tatha. Dhiya is what? Dhi means intellect. That intellect also sometimes is there, sometimes is not there. Okay, bhava bhavo dhiyam tatha. Yo vetya vikriya sakshat. Yo means yaha, who vetti abhikriya. That what you separate, sandhi vicheda karo. Vetya vikriya will become vetti abhikriya. Vetti means knows, abhikriya means changeless. That which is, you know that the Dhi knows that it is abhikriya, it is changeless. Yo vetti abhikriya sakshat. Sakshat means directly you know that this is changeless. Soham iti avadharaya. So ascertain that I am that. That changeless is I am. So basically, we want to know all these layers are there. Huh? We talked in the last sloka that 3 levels of Drigdishya Vivaka. So now, who is the real thing? Who is the Sakshi that we are talking about? Who is the consciousness? Who is the Atma? Who is the ultimate knower or seer or illuminator? Who is the ultimate? If that question is asked, because we have been experiencing so many objects, so many experiences. So who is the ultimate one? Huh? Like we said, no, we are looking at the eye. I mean, with the eyes you are seeing the flower, but you say actually the eye is seeing, but he is not the ultimate seer. You will say the mind is seeing this. The mind is also not seeing. The Atma is seeing this. So ultimately, Atma becomes a seer. No. Same way, we say that this self or the consciousness is the illuminator, the experiencer, ultimate illuminator and experiencer of all the objects and the people and events. Because the mind, intellect are inert. As I told you earlier, they are jada. And another sloka also it said it is changing. These are the examples that is given in the verses. One verse is saying that mind and intellect are inert. Another is saying it is changing. That's why it cannot be changeless. The mind is sabikara. And whatever is sabikara, whatever is changing, it is limited. It cannot be limitless. Since it is limited, its capacity to know is also limited. Since that mind or intellect or whatever you say, they are limited by changing all the time. Since they are limited by themselves, so they cannot have the capability to know everything. Okay. So they cannot have a unlimited capacity to know. That means mind and intellect are conditioned, they are limited, they are ever changing, so they cannot have the total knowledge, they cannot have the unlimited knowledge. And what is that infinite knowledge? Who has the infinite knowledge? Or who is the infinite knowledge? That is the self, the consciousness, the pure consciousness alone is unlimited, unchanging, and infinite. This is unconditional also. It is not mixing up with something that ye hoga to ye hoga. Conditioning means what? If I am well, I can work. If I am sick, I cannot work. This is a condition. But if you are not conditioned with that, then you can work all the time. Same way, if the mind is conditioned that the atmosphere should be conducive, then only I can remember, or I can have laughs. I'll be joyful. Only if I get my things of my choice, I'll be joyful. It's a condition. So, but this consciousness is unconditioned. All the time it is illuminating, it is infinite, it is unchanging. Okay? That consciousness is truth itself. That consciousness is satyam. That consciousness is jnanam. That consciousness is anantam. Anantam means infinite. And whatever is anantam, that is purnam. Purnam means full, complete. So far it is okay. So I gave you the comparison of the limitations of body, mind, intellect. It is changing, it is limited, it is inert, whereas that the consciousness is unlimited, it is unchanging, it is a life force, it is all the time, is infinite, and all the time it is illuminating. Okay? That's why we have the definition of pure consciousness as Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam, Brahma. Okay? One thing. Now, this text is saying that that consciousness is illuminating all our experiences, and it is also illuminating all our non-experiences. How is it possible? That we'll see. Non-experiences means absence of experiences. Where we are deriving that? Bhava, abhava. Bhava means what is there, what is appearing. Abhava means what is not there or disappearing. So the consciousness is illuminating or making it known what is present and what is not present. Are you clear? Bhava and abhava, appearance and disappearance, both are illumined by the consciousness. Let us see how it is. See, we all have in a day, we all have three states. States means avastha, like waking state, dream state, and deep sleep state. Right? All of you know that there cannot be any other state, only three states. Jagrita, Swapna, and Susupti. So, Jagrata and Swapna, the consciousness, something is happening. So, consciousness is illuminating it. But in the Susupti state, there is absence of experience. You are not experiencing anything. But then we say that consciousness is also illuminating this. How do you know that? Because when you wake up, you say, I had a good sleep. You don't know, you have not experienced. Because you are dormant state. The whole mind was dormant, the body was dormant, intellect was dormant, nothing. How that deep sleep state, how it passes also you don't know. How long also you slept, you don't know. Unless you refer to when you are in dream or wake up state, you will not know how long you had the deep sleep condition. But still you will say, I had a good sleep. That means even though you had only experience of waking state and dream state, you are also you are describing the experience of the deep sleep state. See, understand, all our senses, all our perceptions, all of the mind and intellect are dormant in the deep sleep state. कुछ नहीं पता नहीं. But only the light of consciousness is illumining that absence, the abhava of experience. Is it clear? The abhava experience, absence of experience in the susupti avastha. So that consciousness is illumining both bhava and abhava. जो है और जो नहीं है. It is illuminating both. So what is this miraculous entity called consciousness or Atma? What is that? That consciousness which is ever shining, ever illumining, it is knowing, it is unchanging, it is infinite, it is witnessing. That is the consciousness. That is the. So that consciousness witnesses or illumines or knows the appearance and disappearance of our thoughts, objects, and beings around. If you are thinking something now, obviously the consciousness is witnessing that thought, that's how you know. Otherwise, you will not know. So consciousness is illumining all your thoughts, objects, and beings in all the three states: waking, dream, and deep sleep state. So that consciousness is the self, that I am. Is it clear now?
Yes, sir.
So I, the Atma, is not affected by changes, by
Okay.
modifications, by fluctuations. And where? In my mind, in my intellect. Okay? Because the mind and intellect are always changing. Sometimes I'm happy, sometimes I'm sad. Sometimes I'm thinking good, sometimes bad. Sometimes the body is very active, sometimes it is lazy. Isn't it? More often lazy. So these are the changes in the body. Every day your body is undergoing change. Your cells are dying and new cells are coming up. Change is taking place every day. So I, the consciousness, is not affected by those changes. I continue to witness or illumine that changing body, mind, and thoughts. So I illuminate everything. The presence and the absence of changes in the thoughts and the objects and the beings, whatever comes across me, I illuminate everything. For example, there is a beautiful by Vidyanand Swami. There is a beautiful text. It is called Nataka Deepa. Okay, so there is a stage. Okay, the stage earlier there was a deepa or a light. You can say there is a light. So that light illumines whoever comes to do the Nataka. That means whichever actor comes on the stage, it is illumining that actor. It comes, it is illumining, it goes also, it's illumining. Whatever acting it's doing is also illumining. Light to सबका ऊपर पड़ता है. So inside on the stage, if he raises his hands, he's showing it. His hands are down also. Whatever emotions he is displaying, that is also being seen. The light is not making any difference that I will fall in this or not fall in this. And what happens when everybody goes into the green room, that light continues. That is called illumining the absence of everything. That is the avastha of susupti avastha. Kuch nahi hai, fir bhi it's illuminating. Like that only our consciousness is illuminating everything and absence of everything also. And what's more, that light is not affected by the changes. See, suppose you have a lamp or a dipper and there are objects are there. So it is lighting the objects. But if the object is changing, you take one object and bring another. You take one water bottle and put one phone there. It will also show that light also will show. Okay? If one person comes in, light will show. 10% comes in also, light will show. So change of quantity and quality of the people in the room, same light also will show, isn't it? So, and finally, if it is the empty room also, light will show. So same way, the consciousness is the light. Light in the stage or light in your room, consciousness is light. And it doesn't change. The light itself doesn't change with the change of people or object or more or less people or their activities. The light doesn't change. And also, if there is nobody, also light continues. Isn't it? If the room is empty, nobody is there, it will also continue. So, same way, the consciousness, the self, illumines all our activities. And activities of the equipment, that means my body is changing, it is illuminating. My body is, if I have a cough and cold, body will show that you are coughing. I mean, the consciousness will witness that. And it also illumines the mind. When I'm happy, it is showing it. When I'm unhappy, also it is showing. When I'm angry, it is showing. When I'm compassionate, also it is showing. So if the consciousness is partial, that no, if somebody is angry, I will not show up. It is not partial. Huh? And it is also illumining all the three states of waking, dream, and deep sleep. Could you get that? Huh? It is illumining all the three states. And that consciousness, that changeless mass of consciousness, that I am that, soham, that I am. I must assert this and realize it myself. That consciousness is me, myself, not this physical body, mind, intellect. So just to prove that, just to make you understand and so that you are convinced. So this example of the light is given there. The example of the avastha traya viveka is given there. Okay. There is an Upanishad called Mandukya Upanishad. Okay. In that, this avastha traya viveka is very well elaborated. Okay. When I am involved in the three states, I am ahankara, isn't it? I say I am sleeping, I am awake, or I am deep sleep. Who is saying I? I means ahankara is saying, ego is saying, isn't it? Are you getting me? Who is saying this? I am sitting and studying. Who is saying this? Ahankara is saying this. Okay. And when I distance myself from these activities, I distance myself, I separate myself from this body, mind, intellect, or from this waking state, dream state, etc. Distance myself. I become the sakshi or witness. Oh, this is happening. Oh, I am witnessing this. Like the light is witnessing. Same way, I also witness. I can do that because I am the consciousness. I can witness also whatever is happening or not happening. So when I identify myself as the sakshi, by distancing myself from the body, mind, intellect equipment, then I am called Sakshi Chaitanya. Sakshi Chaitanya means witness consciousness. Is it clear? Is it clear? Yes.
Yes, Guruji.
So, when I am involved with this physical, mental, and intellectual equipment, I am the ahankara, the ego. When I am not involved but attached to the pure consciousness, I am called the Sakshi Chaitanya. Same way, you know, we have the terminology of an individual. When you look at the individual, we say there is Vishwa, there is Taijasa, there is Pragya. But when it's a total, it is called Virata, Hiranyagarbha, and Ishvara. Right? You remember these terms? Do you remember or not? The individual, no worries.
Yes.
Hello.
No, I don't. I remember. You tell me now.
Okay. The gross body, the individual gross body is called Vishwa. Okay. Individual gross body is called Vishwa. Individual subtle body is called Taijasa. Individual causal body is called Pragya. Subtle and causal bodies. Individual is called Vishwa, Taijasa, Pragya, 3 levels. Same way in the total gross body, whatever you see, it is Virata. Virat means the Vishwa Rupa Darshan, that is Virata Rupa Darshan. And total subtle body is called Hiranyagarbha. That is the mind intellect of the total. And Ishvara is the causal body. Is the cause of everything. Ishvara. These are 3 divisions of states. Like you have 3 states of waking, dream, and sleep. Like that, we have gross, subtle, and causal states. तब तो वो पढ़ने के बाद भी याद नहीं है. So when I get involved with the physical, individual, body, mind, intellect, all this, I am Vishwa. And my subtle body is the Taijasa. My Karan body is the Pragya. But when I get involved with the totality, when I get involved as I am not this body, mind, intellect, I am the consciousness, then it becomes Virata, Hiranyagarbha, and Taijasa. See, the waking state, you are fully active mind. The mind is fully active.
Jagrat.
You are awake.
Jagrat.
Jagrat avastha. Okay, Jagrat avastha, your mind is active, full 100% काम करता है. And you are also awake. You are operating, जो काम करने करते हो. And whatever world is there, you are perceiving through your sense organs. You are perceiving those. The sense organs are getting the information, stimuli from all objects and the people from outside. And Not only getting it, you are registering in yourself or sense or mind. So this is the Jagrata Avastha. Okay. What is Swapna Avastha? Swapna Avastha, the mind is partially active. Jagrata Avastha, mind is fully active. Swapna Avastha, the mind is partially active. And mind doesn't utilize your sense organs. Huh? You are not able to see, touch, feel, nothing happens. No sense perceptions come to you. And thereby, it is not experiencing anything new. But it is using whatever you have experienced in the previous Jagrata Avastha, that it uses as Swapna. Okay? इसको relay करता है. If you are thinking of, suppose, ice cream, then maybe you will dream of ice cream. But no new experience is created in the dream. It's all repetition of the previous thought, previous experience. And your mano, buddhi also, the chitta is also partly functioning. Okay? In the deep sleep state, the mind is totally passive. In the deep sleep state, the mind is totally passive. It's not working at all. Okay? And it doesn't perceive anything. Like Swapna, it doesn't perceive anything. It cannot perceive the external world. And it cannot project the internal world also. Like dream, you are able to project something. You are able to create a new world of yourself. Dream world, the mind is creating by itself in the dream state. But that also it cannot do in the deep sleep state. Total blankness is there. And that there is no vasanas, there is no chitta or the memories, that everything is absent in the deep sleep state. But all these three avasthas are conditioning of the mind. In the two avastha of Jagrata and Swapna, your thoughts are present. Huh? Your thoughts are present. One mind is fully present, another mind is half present, partially present. But in the case of deep sleep, thoughts are not there, mind is not there. That means your mind and intellect are fully absent. So what is happening in the deep sleep? The blankness, that is also there. So now try to find out, who am I? All these states, sometimes I'm there, that mind is there, not there. Sometimes half there, then I am not that mind, no? So who am I? So can you say that mind? Because mostly we see physical body also, no, physically also, you are not active during Swapna and Susupti. The physical body also not active. Mentally you are not active. Intellectually you are not active. So who am I that I am continuing to live? What I was before going to sleep and what I am after waking up, I say I am the same person. In between what happened? I had disappeared. Is it possible? I had disappeared in between when I had the deep sleep. I had disappeared, I came back. No, I am the same person. So the continuity is maintained how? That consciousness is all the time present. I, that consciousness, the self, is present all the time. And I am not the blankness of the deep sleep state. The blankness is called sunya. In Buddhism only they say that is a blank state, but it is not. So, if that blankness was there, then how do you know the blankness was there? Somebody watching it, somebody witnessing it, illuminating it. That's why you know that that blankness was there. Or that time you are enjoying your deep sleep, you say. So I am that consciousness which is illuminating that deep sleep state. I am that Chaitanya. I am the Sakshi Chaitanya. Okay. In the Mandukya Upanishad, there is a Jagrata Avastha, Sapna Avastha, and Sushupti Avastha. There is another Avastha also called Turiya Avastha. Turiya is beyond this three Avasthas. That Avastha is the Sakshi. What you are calling Sakshi Chaitanya, that is the Turiya Avastha. Okay. There is something, you know, I'll tell you after. So this is the, to cut the story short, whatever you see here, physically, intellectually, or emotionally, that I am not. This is the Vachyartha of me, myself. And this is represented by Ahankara. The Aham has got two meanings. One is the Ahankara, Aham, and another Aham is Aham Brahmasmi. I am that Sakshi Chaitanya, I am also Ahankara. So dissociate yourself from the Ahankara and associate with Sakshi Chaitanya or Atma or Brahman. That is the Lakshartha. Now we are all working in the domain of Vachyartha of Tvampada. What is the, how to negate that Vachyartha? Okay. Slowly, this will continue till 27th. Verse 11 to 27th, we are doing only Tvampada, Vichara, Vachyartha. Then we will do the Lakshartha. With this, we conclude verse number 22. Thank you.